Good afternoon, everyone. You are here with Gaylene from Move and Groove, and today's interview will be with Second Alibi, consisting of...
Hey, it's Adam. I'm Cody.
I am so happy to have you guys here with me today so we can talk more about what you guys have planned and the music that you're working on and things like that. So go ahead, and I'm going to let the audience, hear you guys kind of tell us a little bit about yourself. Go ahead, and I'll start with Adam, and then Cody, you go right after.
Okay. This duo was originally put together through the Ohio boy band search, which was launched a little over a year ago. And Cody was one of the submissions. I found him online. I found him on YouTube, and I was obsessed with him. I really loved his music, and after some time, we met up once in a while, before the search ended, and I really liked his chemistry, and I liked, his talent and everything, so we decided to move forward as a duo. And then on February 1st of this year, we announced that we were moving forward as Second Alibi, and we've been working on our debut album for a little while now, and yeah, so now we're just about to release our second single, and pretty much it.
Okay, well, tell me a little bit about you, Cody, and your take on how you guys kind of came to be.
Okay, Adam, I think he reached out to me about a year ago now. Geez, well, and then I was making music quietly by myself and kind of honing my skills and producing and doing all this stuff, but I wasn't really showing anybody. I was pretty shy about it. And I met up with Adam, and he gave me a lot of confidence in what I was doing, and he helped me kind of just bring everything together. And I, with him, I'm a lot more confident in what we're doing now. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and we just got our EP recorded, and I'm really excited for us to push that because it's something that I haven't really heard too much of before from other artists.
See, the reason why I asked you guys to each tell me about yourself and tell me your take on how you guys came to be, because it's always entertaining to hear different aspects of how someone explains, how we met, how this happened, and that way people can see how you guys kind of came together. So now that you said that you guys came together in February, came together in February, but you started working on your first, EP and things like that. What is the name of the first song that you have released so far? And tell me how you came up with the lyrics for that.
Okay, Cody, you want to take that one?
Sure. Our first promo single was Ignite when we released that around early August. And it was a beat I had worked on for a bit, but I kind of pushed it aside because I wasn't sure where I was going to go with it. And then we were just kind of looking through material for fun, and Adam really liked the melody I had on it, and I had something kind of written. And Adam's a much better lyricist than I ever could be, so he kind of helped me move it in the right direction, and then we just kind of fell in love with the song to a point, and so we just decided to release it as our first single because we just liked the vibe of it a lot.
Well, were the lyrics anything personal, or was it just kind of you were creating something that a lot of people would probably attach to and and it was kind of more of a catchy beat with a catchy tune, that everybody can love, or was it okay, this is something personal I'm working with?
I think we always like to kind of go in both directions when we write. I know this is true with Adam as well. I do write personal lyrics a lot, and I try to tell a story, and usually when I'm writing, or when we're writing, it's I'm thinking about a specific situation in my life or something that happened, and I think that with that just putting in a catchy beat, we just like having something that's personal, meaningful, but still has that groove, so you can kind of feel it as well. And the only issue we ever have with that is just making it a little bit more ambiguous and cleaning it up a bit more, so it's not too emotional, I guess, when you're having it on a pop song.
So this whole CD or album that you're working on, is it going to be a mixture, you said, of like personal and just kind of creating some feel-good music, or is it kind of more leaning one way or more than the other? Or
I think that, our album, although it's like dance music, and a lot of times people think that it isn't really as personal, the lyrical content and the emotion that was put into every song in this first EP in particular, it is very personal because, we were writing and recording this, and both of us were going through our, challenges in our own lives, and we were, learning how to kind of coexist with one another. And, I mean, all of that shows up in the EP. Like, every single song, to me at least, is extremely personal. And there's one song in particular on the EP called Red, and that was actually the first time that I was able to see Cody kind of completely let his guard down, and he actually wrote that song in, 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. And we were in Batavia, which is where I used to live, and we were sitting in the living room, and I was just like, look around the room and see, if you see anything that stands out and it reminds you of, an emotion or something in your life, go with it. And he saw, a painting on the wall that was red, and he wrote this song, and it was, extremely emotional. And still to this day, that is probably one of our favorite songs, for me at least. But, I mean, because that was really, I've stuck by that song. There have been times where, because the first time that we demoed it was in March, and then we kind of put it on the back burner. But, I kept fighting to put it on this EP, and it's actually one of the best songs that we've recorded so far. So I'm really excited.
yeah, that was going to lead to my next question, because I was going to say, is there one particular song that really stood out for you that was your favorite, or is it something that you both love equally, or that you each have a separate song that does it for you? So you're saying that Red is something you both mutually like, is equal as your favorite song, or does Cody do you like a different song more than Red, or?
I think when I have a song as my favorite, there's different categories to kind of put them in, whether it's I like it because it's catchier, the beat or the lyrical content or what I was writing specifically about. But I'd kind of have to agree with Adam that Red's probably my favorite on this project, although I was kind of standoffish about it at first because it was I felt like it was a bit too personal when I wrote it. So I was kind of uncomfortable with demoing it, but now that I kind of reproduced it and listened through a few more times and kind of edited it a bit more, I feel a lot more comfortable than I did before.
Okay, now there was a song, I did hear this probably about a month, give or take or so. I believe you guys, I saw it on TV, I think it was the ATV, and you guys were performing downtown, and it was at the, I forgot the name of the event, forgive me. Was it the Gay Pride Festival downtown?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys were performing the song, and I do remember some of the chorus part of it where it was I don't want to fight, I just want you tonight, or something like that.
Yeah, that was actually our first single, Ignite. And actually that version of the song is completely different than what we released, but yeah.
So was it a cleaner version, basically?
Well, I mean, even the production of the song, it changed so much. It was so much darker, and we kind of, I mean, how would you explain it, Cody? we.
Well, I mean, I would say that was kind of a demo, and after we record, so I produced all the songs we've had. After we record, I like to kind of rehash them post recording, edit it a bit more, to kind of I guess bring it up to date a bit. So you have a skeleton of kind of how we want the song to sound. But after we get the vocals on it, I can kind of move vocals around like it was part of a beat or an instrument. I mean, just kind of make it into more something that we both mutually enjoy.
Oh, okay. Now, as far as places that you have performed at, like since you guys have been Second Alibi, have there been any live venues that really stand out to you? Where like, you know what, that was our favorite, performance time. Where we really got up there and we felt so in sync. Because you know how, being a performer, you have your off nights,
Yeah.
you have your good nights, you have your bad nights. So, is there
Right.
like one night
Yeah.
where you're like, you know what, this is the creme de la creme?
We actually played a show in Chicago, and that was really the first time where we were kind of playing a lot of material from this EP and some of the next EPs that'll be coming out. And that was really, because the first time that we performed, like we were just doing like spot dates here and there, and we were just performing the single. And then this was like our full set, and we were performing for 45 minutes, and we did covers.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, it was crazy, and it was in Chicago, and like the audience reception was so great, and like they were singing along, they were like dancing, and that was really the first time where, for me personally, like I felt extremely connected to Cody because we had worked so extremely hard to get to that point, and it was just kind of, a moment of accomplishment to be able to do a 45-minute set. So that was a fun venue to do.
Oh, that sounds like it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I want to get a little back history on both of you. How long have each of you been a performer, and is this your first project you've done with other people, or has it just been mostly like a solo career? Just kind of, I know we've talked about this before, Adam, but I figured might as well, because the interview's been so long ago, we might as well just update.
Right. Yeah. Well, I started out, I've been performing and singing since I was 6 years old, and I grew up playing guitar, and then I got into alto saxophone, and then I got into singing competitions and stuff like that when I was younger. And when I was 19, I actually signed to an independent record label, and I started writing for other artists, and I did some touring. I toured with Prima J and Aaron Carter and a bunch of other people, and that was kind of how that gave me the platform to launch this search to then find Cody. And I don't know, like this is my first. I was in a boy band in my teen years, but we didn't really get off the ground or do anything. So this has really been like my extended, my extended time in a group or duo situation. And although it comes with its challenges, like I consider Cody Boyne, he's like a little brother to me. So it does make it. I'm for real though. Like, we were complete strangers when this started, and now we're family. So it's a good feeling.
Aw. Well, go ahead and tell me about your back history, Cody.
Okay. I'm from Indianapolis, and I've been singing about since I was 5. I started singing, and I never really did much with it, like performance-wise, because I've always been like very shy and nervous kind of around public, which is weird because I'm a singer now, so that's awkward. But it's really
do not feel alone, trust me.
Yeah, well, I feel like completely at home when I just open my mouth to sing in front of people, and that's the only time I can actually say that I feel comfortable and not nervous. And I grew up producing and writing and learning these different instruments. Like I taught myself piano and guitar, and I did play saxophone in school too, which is weird. And I just started kind of producing in my teen years, and but I never really pushed it because I was kind of scared of what people would think and the judgment. So I kind of just kept everything on the internet, and then Adam found me and kind of gave me the confidence to do more with it. And we just kind of bonded over. We didn't really have a lot in common besides music, but the only thing that matters to me in life is my music and writing and hearing people and just seeing people's passions, and mine and ours both happen to be music, and it's just really nice to have bonded over that. And I feel like he is family now, and it's just really cool to be able to make something that's so personal with somebody else and have like feel safe about it.
Yeah, see, I mean, even though you guys, when you were just speaking about like not having maybe a lot in common at first, like it's kind of like the yin and the yang type of thing, where it's like you balance each other out. Because even though, like a lot of people that are best friends or married or whatever, they always end up being opposite, and they see something of themselves in the other person that they can just connect and bond with, and it just works so much better.
Yeah.
Now, this question is more for Adam. I wanted to address the issue of not an issue, but like where you were talking about like with the boy band and being in bands, as opposed to with this duet that you're doing with Second Alibi. Do you find it more empowering to be in a boy band, or is this more like easier and more flexible to do the duet?
Well, like this duo project, at first it was kind of difficult. It was difficult in some ways and easier in others. For the majority of my career, I was actually a solo artist. But this is so much easier than being in a group. When I was signed to that band, like, we fought all the time. And we just
all the
didn't
different
get along.
Opinions and stuff like that, yeah.
Right, yeah, and, Cody and I definitely have had moments, like, where we've had disagreements, but, the reason why we're here is because of music, and that's the reason why we're, in this position, and it actually makes it so much easier. And for me, personally, like, I had reached a point in my solo career where I didn't even know if I wanted to continue being an artist. Like, it was really harsh the first time out, and I kind of got fed up with the industry side of it because it became more about numbers and ticket sales than the actual artists themselves. Like, it was kind of ridiculous to me. So to have
everybody's so money driven.
Right, and, to have him constantly there and just be like, no, it's okay, we got this. Like, so when I'm having a bad day, like, he can inspire me again and vice versa. So it is nice to actually be in a duo where we don't have as many opinions, but there's still someone else to, like, bounce ideas off of.
Exactly. So it's more of like a more close personal bond instead of a bunch of people, and you may have one rotten apple that's kind of ruining it for everybody, that's kind of being the sourpuss, bringing everybody down type of thing.
Yeah.
We're both the rotten apple.
Don't look, I'm the rotten apple too. Don't feel bad. Now, as far as I know, you said that you're working on your CD right now. How long until it will be released? Or do you have a release date?
The EP will actually be going on pre-order on November 30th, and when that happens, people are going to be getting our second single, Lost, as like an instant gratification track. And the EP itself will actually be coming out January 1st, and it's called Ultimatum. So we're really, really excited for it. And, we're going to be doing some music videos, and we're going to be performing.
I cannot wait for that. I'm going to definitely put that on my show. Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, did I misunderstood earlier? Did I catch you say something about you're also working on part of your second one as well?
Yes, we have actually, we've been writing. We have so much material, like, we don't even know what to do with it.
Yeah. We cut, like, our first EP. We were going through, we have even more than this, but we have, 30 songs we were considering. And I had a lot of stuff from demos, and, Adam had a lot of ideas, and I write, really quickly, especially with him, and it's just really cool to see. But, for this one, the way we, cut it down was we just which ones kind of felt more in sync with one another, and that would just fit well on the album together. And I didn't want one to stand out more than the other, and of course he wanted that too. And the other material we considering for our next album, if we just want a little bit of a different feel on every project, so we don't get too pigeonholed in just kind of one genre.
Okay, kind of where you're flowing from one to the next, where you're keeping the work going, as opposed to where it might be a little bit more prolonged if you would have started working on it kind of late. So.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, yeah, I couldn't even wait for this one.
Do you guys have any idea of when, or an estimation of when your first video will be going out?
We are actually going to be shooting the first video, and we're eventually going to be meeting with some of the people that are going to be starring in the music video aside from us very soon. And we're planning on shooting the video in December, so it should be out like late January, early February, hopefully.
Oh, good. I am very much looking forward to that. Please, as you know, keep in touch with me. Let me know, and I will be the first one to put it on my show and release it for you.
Oh, yeah.
And then another question about what you guys are doing. Do you have any venues that you're going to be performing at anytime soon that people can come and check you out at?
We are actually working on a couple different touring options at the moment. I'm trying to finalize the show that I've been trying to finalize for like months at the Gloria Theater in Urbana, and then we're going to be hitting the road probably like early spring. But in between the touring and all that stuff, like we are going to be doing promo performances when is that? On the 7th, we're going to be appearing on the DATV program Queries, and we're going to be performing our second single, Lost. And we're doing some radio promo, and we're going to be doing some magazine interviews and stuff like that. So people will definitely like get to know us. They haven't really gotten to know us yet, but we're getting out there.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to all that. Just keep me up to date, and I'll make posts for you as well, so people keep in touch with Second Alibi. You guys have the social media network pages, right? You have one on Instagram, I know, and then you have Twitter as well, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
How many do you have any other social media sites they can follow you at?
All of our social media connections are actually on secondalibimusic.com, and
oh, okay.
Yeah, so everything is there, and we have like a bio and promo pictures, and we'll have like song snippets up there very, very soon. And then our first single, which people can go buy. Yeah, our first single is on iTunes now. Like, please go buy it. And then when our EP goes on pre-order on November 30th, make sure you go and get that.
Awesome. Now, you did say that, because there's a couple songs I'm going to play for the audience after we get done with the interview. Or did you just want to do one song? Because I'm going to let them know what you are going to be playing after this show is over. That'll be added to this video. Will also, this audio clip with pictures of them will be added to YouTube as well, so you'll be able to hear this on YouTube, and that's the only place that the song that they're releasing is going to be put on for the YouTube video. So let them know about that.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm going to be sending you our first single, Ignite, and then our second single, Lost, which will be coming out on November 30th. And yeah. So I'm really, really excited.
Yeah, your first song, like I said, it had that catchy chorus of "I don't wanna fight." I remember that whole part. It just like stuck in my head. I just want you tonight.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, and then light it up. See, I do pay attention when I hear it.
Yes.
I love it.
Well, it has been an absolute pleasure speaking with you two, and I'm looking very forward to seeing everything coming from Second Alibi. And make sure, you said they can buy your music where again?
It is on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, all those. So any digital
Google
retailer.
Play too, I think. You can just Google it.
Awesome. Yeah, if you can find them everywhere, just search for them. Well, I will definitely look for this interview on YouTube so that you can hear both songs that they're going to send me with pictures of everything. And I will also put the link to their website on there as well, so you can find them on social media and follow and keep up with where they're performing at. Thank you so much again for coming to Move and Groove with Gaylene, Second Alibi, Cody, and Adam. And I look forward to talking to you again. No problem. Stay tuned. Right. No problem. Stay tuned for the next episode. Talk to you then. Ciao.